Welcome to my show. The show, not my show.
So that's enough about penis for 1 week.
Penis news of the week.
Just the 1 week.
Let's talk about kite surfing. Now, Obama, right?
Obama.
He's checked out. First thing he does, well, I don't know what the first thing he does. The first thing he does publicly is he goes to Richard Branson's island.
Why wouldn't you?
If you didn't know, he owns an island that's like just for him, I think. It's not like public or anything.
It's in the British Virgin Islands.
Yeah. Virgin Islands?
Virgin.
Did he get the name or did he give that name?
I think it was
It's
already
just
that
a-
name.
What a
That was already the
coincidence.
I think he Googled Virgin Islands and said, I want that one.
Yeah, right.
name. Yeah, you can when
Right.
you're that rich, eh?
Now, these photos have come out of Obama and Richard Branson kite surfing.
Are they hanging out together? Is that
Yeah.
the situation? That's amazing.
They're kite
like
surfing
bros.
together. It's quite funny.
Like
so
bros in
good.
a boat.
And so naturally the internet's just taken this and taken off with it.
Yeah.
And it's gotten some pretty funny things. Have you guys seen any of them?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen a few, yeah.
So, obviously the first one is just him on the kite and just saying, "Cash me outside."
Cash me outside. How about that? I love the internet.
And then my second favourite one is him and Richard Branson kite surfing, and then Joe Biden's looking devastated because he doesn't have a best
Oh,
friend.
yes, yes.
Oh.
The caption was like, when you realise that your best friend is better friends with someone else.
Oh.
And you just got a sad face.
Poor Joe.
And then some of them are like, Obama got USA on mute because he's like so happy, and then, but then like a Mexico wall's getting built and Muslims can't get into the country, so it's like such a juxtaposition
Oh man.
of. It's funny. What do you guys think? Does he like?
You saw some, Brandon. You had a few.
Mm,
What were the ones that you saw?
No, there was that one in the Joe Biden that I saw.
Alright.
Yeah. Sad
fun.
reacts only, man.
so as an American,
Yep.
what part of America are you from?
So I was born and
Mexico.
raised in Mexico, Texas. No, I was born and raised in California, but I lived in New Mexico before I came here. New Mexico,
Oh,
not Mexico, not the old one.
For non-Americans, that's actually quite confusing. And New Mexico isn't in the country of Mexico; it's a state of the USA.
It's a state right next to
and
Mexico.
no one will tell you.
Oh, is
that.
New Mexico a state?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was a city.
I know. Right?
Yeah.
No one tells you this. I didn't realize it until I saw it on a map.
It's right by Texas.
That's a state in America.
New Mexico.
Like New York.
So,
Yeah, New Hampshire.
New South Wales.
does this annoy you that he's just off having lattes with Richard Branson while the country's on fire?
Look, I think he's deserved it. He put in a good 8 years. I actually have to say, I really do like Obama.
He looks slightly younger again.
Yeah, it does.
He's got
I think
more
he
colour
like
in
shaved
his
his head as well. Like, did he look at the memes? He like shaved his head. It's like white hair is all gone because there's always those memes, right? That
Yeah.
you see around like election time, and it's like Obama before he was president.
Yeah.
Like completely like lavish GQ hair.
Yeah.
Like the Jerry curl was on fleek, and then and then after it's just like.
said that before on this podcast.
Just worn out.
And then the other one in comparison is just him with like a head full of like white hair.
It looks like a skeleton.
So he looks great. Honestly, I'm happy for him. And I don't know if you guys saw that video of like when he left. It was like this video that I don't know even who came out with it, but it was like they were planning. It was like Obama's last week in office, and he was doing nothing, like absolutely doing nothing. He was like helping Joe Biden sort out his like
Resume.
aviator collection.
Oh, right.
like Joe Biden would put on one set of aviators and he's like, what do you think of this one? And he put on another one. And Obama was like,
the sunglasses.
they look the same. Like, so I'm glad he doesn't have to deal with
Was that an
Joe
actual
Biden's-
video of them?
Yeah, no, legit.
Really?
Like an actual video of
Oh
them.
my gosh, I need to find
Have
it.
you
Yeah,
not
it's
seen
pretty
this?
No.
Yeah, it's great.
It's funny.
Okay.
And they're like running around the White House.
And all these staffers are just crying in the background.
Yeah. On a serious note, yeah, I am upset that like he's well, I'm not upset. I'm grieving that he's
How
gone.
do you
but-
rate him
as a president?
as a president?
So, man, I have to say he definitely did like what on like a scale of 1 to 10.
Out of 50
I mean,
states.
if
Out of
10
50 states.
Out of 50 states, how many states does he get?
If 10 is like President Trump and 5 is like Abraham Lincoln,
What?
and then 1 to 5 is like the rest of them.
What
Where
kind
would
of
you
scale
put
is
Barack
this?
Obama?
He's doing it upside down.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
You
I'm
joke.
not sure if
Oh, it's a joke,
10
guys.
is Abraham
Yeah,
Lincoln.
it's a joke. Yeah.
1 is like Calvin Coolidge. Where would you put him?
I would definitely put him up there with.
Take that, Coolidge.
Like an 8. Like put him a solid 8. A solid like
8. That's pretty high.
JFK.
Yeah.
You know.
I saw a ranking and he was like 18 or something.
Yeah, he's actually honestly he may or may not agree with all of his political ideals and things like that and policies, but he actually got things done that he said he was going to get done.
Sounds
in the
a lot
States,
like our President Donald Trump.
well, we'll see.
Yeah,
It's like day 22 right now. Okay.
Is that on its own a good quality?
Yeah, exactly. He's
I
getting
think
On the
down.
assumption that someone is going to say that they
he's
do
a standard
good things.
Democrat and got things done. It was predictable, but he got them done.
Yeah.
Like I think for a long time, especially statewide, I think the controversy between actually nationally legalizing gay marriage did it.
Yeah.
Did it?
I mean,
said
he
was
didn't
gonna
do it. The Supreme Court did it.
Well, yeah, but he
He's a man in charge.
yeah, he's the man in charge.
He's
man.
not-
It was under he
Don't
got
take it away
involved-
from him.
Yeah, don't take it away from him.
Put
man.
any legislation.
Obamacare was actually like whether or not all of the ratification that needs to happen to it, it still was put in place and people were given health care that didn't have health care previously. Yeah, I think he did awesome.
He lost
his 8
the
years.
Senate pretty early on, and then he didn't have the House for like the second term. So he was struggling. Like he couldn't really do a lot.
He was kind of a lone wolf for a while, but
Yeah. Like he'd just veto whatever they sent through, and then
that's
they
why
just
there was that
undo
government
whatever
stop
he
for a
did.
while. Yeah,
yeah.
but
The last question, we're running quite a bit over time, but are you finding people are judging you as an American person more because your president is Trump? Like, are people treating you differently in this country?
I wouldn't say treating me differently. I think they act surprised and they want to hear what I have to think, what I think and what I have to say. I was actually at a cafe the other day that I used to work at, and the dish hand there is from Pakistan, and he looked at me right, like it was like the day 2 that Trump had in office, and he looked at me and he was like, what do you think about your president? And I was like, oh my gosh, that's heavy to ask me from you. And I was like,
Oh wow.
well, no, because
Try and shade Pakistan, huh?
no, not at all. But you know what I mean, like because of all the controversy there.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't think people are treating me differently. I think they all think that we're dumb Americans. But
That's true. They were probably already
That was the
treating
same
you.
yeah, it was the same before because we're just as
This
loud.
has just
but-
reinforced that
Yeah.
opinion.
But I think, generally speaking, no, people don't treat me any different. I think people are much more interested to hear have a conversation about it, which I'm so willing to do. I love that.
2-second answer.
Yep.
Do people you know in America, are they more politically active now because of what's happened?
Oh, for sure. I think.
So long term, it could actually, because your democracy relies on involvement from people.
Yeah.
Could this have awakened a lot more people to what they need to actually, their responsibility
Yeah,
to engage with it?
100%. I think.
Silver lining.
Yeah. Even like seeing young people actually get engaged in it, and going into doing things like protests, like the helpful ones. I'm not talking about the ones that
Setting the school
that are
fire.
violent and things like that, like the Milo one. But
Yeah.
people are actually taking the steps to actually be heard as a people, more so than before. And I think it's because Trump has kind of awakened this beast that is society that kind of fell asleep for a while.
Yeah.
But in America, I'm excited to see kind of what happens. A little scared, but we'll see where America ends up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which, it's been kind of scary, but the best thing that's really awesome that happened is the Supreme Court overturning his thing. That makes me like...
It wasn't the Supreme Court.
What
They
was
will
it?
get to the Supreme Court eventually, but it was one of the lower courts.
What? Yeah. Just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the fact that somebody's stopping him doing something
Yeah,
makes me happy.
Yeah.
for sure.
Anyway.
It's a bit disturbing that he doesn't seem to understand the separation of powers.
Yeah, look, that's why he hasn't.
But his nominee for Supreme Court was like, I'm disturbed by what he's saying, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like people... Ugh.
Anyway.
Anyway, this has been episode 28. Our first American on the show. How
Come
did you
on.
like it?
That was incredible. I love it. Thanks, guys, for having me.
Yeah, well, it's just practice for your podcast, right? Oh, you've recorded them all already.
Yeah.
Thanks
That's
for
it.
watching. This has been Trend Settings. We are Group Settings. Thanks for watching. I'm Ali.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Ye Chan.
I'm Jono.
See you next week.
Yeah, Chris.